you guys couldn't tell by the intro, it means that I have reached level 200, so that means I'm Prestige Master once again, and I'm Prestige 19 in Season 4. And at the same time, I have completed all my seasonal challenges for zombies. So it had a nice feeling. I never really get to experience that with the previous seasons, but this one was nice. So first of all, I'll go over the challenges, and I mixed it up a little bit with, normally I'd actually go over the challenges for a few and, well, my level as well during the, my final reviews for each seasons. So I figured I would chop this a little bit, so I focus overall my opinions on it and give you my statistics with this season 4, which will continue even more as I wait for the next round-based map, being Toten. So each of the challenges were mainly related to Outbreak, and a few others are quite unique. Of course, a few of these are, of course, gonna drop the hammer, which is the first one I get, which is an Outbreak at 25 elimination shortly after landing from a parachute, which is pretty straightforward. Of course, some of these are related as well from the previous seasons, but they add during the content and the mid-season updates, such as Toxic Grove, Fishing, having Oldar in Outbreak, and having the Fury Crystal world events. Some, of course, are vehicle challenges, and some are a certain attachment, such as the Thermal Scope, where you're going to need to level your weapon up to basically the max level, which is usually 55 for the primary weapon, since most of them can equip the Thermal Scope. Or if you're lucky enough, get a weapon from a random drop, which is very hard to get. Or you can go to the Arsenal Station to reroll your attachments and hopefully you get a Thermal Sight. I have a feeling that the Thermal Sight can only be applied to assault rifles, attack rifles, sniper rifles, and LMGs. And at least the other challenges did give a lot more, few upgrades and maybe ammo mods a lot more love, such as Healing Aura, kill 25 stun enemies. Hipster was pretty interesting. It was get 50 critical kills, which is headshots without aiming down sights, which is pretty easy to do with a shotgun or the nail gun. So I was able to level up pretty fast thanks to the double XP and the double weapon XP that they released during the beginning of Season 4, which was pretty nice. And of course some are just kinda probably didn't have any idea, so they just put like, oh, get 500 kill with tactical rifle, which is pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure people are gonna use the M16. Now, and this one was pretty interesting. Normally, the round-based mode don't really get much love. At least this challenge does give a little bit, which is in a round base, reach round 20 without leaving the starting area. Now, I'm pretty sure this would be challenging, during day 1 of Black Ops Cold War lifecycle. But with a new addition to new stuff such as Toxic Grove, Frenzy Guard, Death Machine, it just makes getting round 20 so much easier. And of course the final challenge is my way, which is get 1,000 eliminations with a found legendary rarity weapon that you apply a blueprint to, which is pretty straightforward. Once you get it works for your custom blueprint as well, so you don't have to worry about sticking with the blueprints from the weapon you acquire from either from the battle pass or from the store or for free by somewhere or somehow. Now the only two of them that are definitely a bit of a grind to go for is the pit stop and the like butter, Because with the Freelancer, that means you had to get free kills rapidly with an equipped weapon on a vehicle, which you have the ADS, and the only two vehicles you can do this to get a free Lancer medal is the dirt bike and the snowmobile. And it's pretty challenging. Well, more annoying to do because I did use it with the C50A with the thermal scope because I still need to go for the challenge with this as well. And like butter is a little bit confusing. Normally you would be able to kill or, you know, do more damage to a certain enemy with their elemental. Usually is dead wire for megatons, napalm burst for plague hounds and manglers, for example. But I noticed when I got a lot of kills with the crowd freeze on hellhounds, they don't really raise up much, even though I killed like 20 plus more. But then I figured it out that it will not count when it comes to bullets. So the only way you get this is by using a Molotov cocktail for the plague hounds. And then of course the best map to do is Die Machine, by going to pick up the ether scope part in the dark ether. Of course, once you collect all 3 parts, round up all the plague hounds, and hopefully they all die from the Molotov, which is would be pretty nice. It does take a while to get there. It takes like 3 games to complete this. But I also do an outbreak as well by using the napalm burst and shoot a couple damage to the mangler because they are vulnerable with fire, and they die pretty quickly with it as well. And of course, by competing with challenges, you get a nice Season 4 Master calling card. Well, it looks pretty nice. As for my little prestige. Oops. Okay, there we go. So now I got my Prestige 19, which is pretty badass as a Komodo dragon. Now the other prestiges are pretty nice as well. The Prestige 16 is, of course, a skull with a scorpion with 3 arrows got stuck in its socket. It looks like an Indian soldier with dual knives. Pretty nice color. I love the color of the hat. Prestige 18 looks pretty awesome. Normally I thought that was like all clove wrap around his face, but I noticed a bit of the top of the head, it's a golden helmet and has a golden cloth around it, so it still looks amazing. That should have been Prestige 19 right there, but I still think having the Komodo dragon looks pretty amazing. And of course I can't wait to get even more. And of course my Prestige Master Ribbon. Now I'm at 4 now, so now it displays pretty nicely on my player identity. Of course I love the Battle Pass. It gives me the Deja Valkyrie. So you can see my little ribbon at the bottom of Prestige Master. Looks pretty nice. And of course my combat record. I'm just not going through the whole thing, but that shows how much time I play, how many games, and a lot of my eliminations. So I won't go through all of it, but just want to show you just my completion. I was able to complete this in about a matter of 10 to 11 days, so I have a few to spare. And of course, at the moment, once I do reach tier 100 in the Battle Pass, I could definitely now going to focus a little bit more with doing other few contents for other games. Of course, that's Payday 2, and maybe a few others as well. And of course, I would love to get back on playing and streaming a bit more Uncharted, which I haven't probably never done that in months. But yeah, that's it for this video. I just want to show you off my my statistics for season 4 for the beginning. But yeah, well, thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time, farewell, and have a wonderful day, everyone.